Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I wanted I'm an artist and a spiritualist. I've been talking here about the spiritual ascension path, which is psychology, spiritual psychology, in order to unfold our inner connection to the inner light. For what is sometimes we feel that this love and faith, and sometimes we feel fear and doubts, and so sometimes we feel like very comfortable and confident. For today is about I feel for me it's like there's a great deal of confidence that is coming in alignment, but sometimes there is these doubts that keep creeping in, and when the doubt is there, it feels like the love is gone, and then when the doubt goes, the love fills in the space once again. And so we have to have the gratitude when this love comes back. And for the love is not something we have to seek. It always has been there. It's just sometimes we have to deal with those shadows. And for we want to prepare ourselves for, we're always trying to prepare ourselves for what's going on the outside world, because we're not clairvoyant enough to fully see what's going on within, for there is so much that is going on within. Yet the outside world is just a mirror of what is going on within ourselves. And eventually it is a reflection of our inner light, and eventually we want to come into alignment with the bliss and abundance of the inner self, of our inner beings, to manifest that in the gracious flow of the outside world. For we've been accepting as light worker to walk through a valley of the shadows of the dead, to walk through the darkness, just because humanity wasn't capable. So we choose to incarnate by millions and millions of higher beings, light beings, star beings that are coming from all kinds of dimensions and universes, that have accepted, that have responded to the call of the planet to incarnate at this time, even though we knew that we had to bite the bullet. It was going to be very difficult, because we need to clear up the way for all of humanity, for they are not really capable of going through their own shadows right now. So what we do is we assisting, we clearing up some of the way for them, just as the great masters of religion, or the prophets, or the messengers, they showed the way in some sense to humanity, so they can follow behind. And so that is really what we are doing. We are seeking to refine our vibration, refine our frequency, our mental body, which is connected to the air elemental, our physical body, which is connected to the earth elemental, our emotional body, which is connected to our water elementals, and connecting to our soul, which is connected to the fire elementals, the fire of the soul. We eventually the fire of the soul will be able to overcome all things, and we want to call in this higher light, the great central sun, for this great light to activate our own inner solar fire, to turn this spark of light into a great central sun, a great light inside of us. It is a progressive. We're going step by step, because more and faster is not necessarily what is best right now. We want to slow down and deal with what we have already, to integrate it. For we need to activate the sacred mind. The sacred mind is on the cerebellum. It's on the top of the spine. For we have this left brain that's very analytical, and the right brain that's very intuitive. Once they work in coordination, there is the activation of the cerebellum, which will will give us all kinds of insight and power over reality. For it will work, and it will give us access to magic powers. But first we have a tendency to have the left brain to dominate over our reality, and intuitive mind, which is the doorway to the soul and spirit, is not as active as it should be. So it needs to be balanced out. And and then right now it is a good thing to wait and watch before we are called into action, because because there's so many dramas. We are called to watch all the dramas of all the people around us. For mostly, if they haven't done the inner works, they are pushed out of their comfort zone, and so they're experiencing a lot of little dramas. And we do not want to get too involved, or not at all involved. We can be compassionate and assisting, but not to get involved emotionally in taking on the heavy energies of the people around that we cross or meet. Sometimes we can choose, if we're very close to someone, to dive in and to solve it together, but it's the exception more than the rule. And so we want to reconnect to our embodied soul self, we are soul embodied in this physical body, and so we want to be fully conscious of this embodiment of our soul, our eternal being inside the physical temporal body, in order to reconnect to our other soul, our galactic family, our spirit family, our guides, and so that this, so it can integrate that, and as well as our etheric double in the pyramid of light. We have this etheric double that lives in this pyramid of light. Within those pyramid of light, the crystal pyramid of light, there is an etheric replica of the Earth. Everything that happens that is on the Earth is also up there in the higher form, and then we can create a network of other pyramids where we can actually work on different level when we need specific work. So it's like, but this pyramid is like we have this etheric double that eventually will fuse with. You can ascend and go there, for there is no interference from any dark energies up there. So we can, when we are able to project into those higher pyramids of light, when we do the work there, then we can commune with our guides, with our creator, with the archangels, the company of heaven, and all kinds of spirit beings. And we have this crystal table at the center where we can always, our etheric double can lay down on the energetic level, and then healing works can be done. After that can be infused down into our physical body. Those are personal work we all do. For our physical body is made of atoms and particles. We've created that. We've created those atoms and particles in order to manifest this physical body. Essentially, atoms and particles are made of space, but they are mini solar system. There is a proton and three circuits of electrons. For the heavier ones, for the lighter ones, it's just on one. But the innermost circle they're going really, really fast, and so it's very difficult to differentiate the electron from the proton, because the circuits they're going so fast, and so. But they're still slower than the speed of light. So eventually, the electron, the physical, all the electronic forces within our body, the negative forces that is in resistance, will eventually accelerate to the point of fusion with the light, and at which point they will become like photon. They will get expanded, and we'll get this expanded light body. So it is really much what is being prepared. And at the center of every atom, there is energy. There is the 0 point. It's at the very center of every electron, just at the very center of the sun and all the solar system. There is energy, and the 0 point. Everything is created from the 0 point to the manifested. So connect to the 0 point within you, and there is 0 point energy at the very center of every cell, every atom. And so I'm going to pull a few cards just to see. I'm not doing fortune telling. I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen or what to do with your life or anything like that. It's just a mirror, a reflection of what is the energies that are present at this present point in time, to bring back to the forefront of consciousness. Oh wow, there's a great release of energy right now. Oof. There is a great sense of release of energy. This is the release of tension. This is really what is going on. This will blow your mind. So it's about being free from the pressure. So it's really what is going on. Accepting the flow, and around this situation is the wheel of great time. It is the magic, the miracle, the fifth dimension. It is Jupiter in action. It is all our divine, all kinds of divine possibility. What we see in our conscious mind is centering. It is the present. It is being able to allow ourselves to center in our sacred mind and to allow things to flow. For there is great mystery. For our soul always will keep some mystery, but we align and let go of the resistance as much as possible. In the distant past, the subconscious, we have slayed the ego. We know those things that do not work. We can let them go. And then we leave all those things in the past. Where we are now, the situation is the magic carpet. It is really, we're being transported, we're being elevated. We can allow ourselves to float with the energy of the current. What's coming up in the near future is the Holocaust. It's a continuation to understand the world. It may not be on a personal level, but it's for on the personal level, we have already let go of the ego. But the world is everything that's that is no longer wanted in the world. All this materialism, this corruption, this pressure, this lack, all those things are going to, somehow the universe is going to expurge all that in order to move into a state of abundance for all, and so the planet can move into this fifth dimension. But there will be new storms that will be coming up, and for that we don't want to go into we want to be careful not to get into gloom, into melancholy, into negativity, into pessimism. It is because it will it's going to be a lot of that going on in the world because of the situation, just with the situation that we live right now. It's not 2020 is not perceived as the best, the most jovial time in human history. It is a difficult time. So we don't want to fall into the collective pessimism. And the key to that is going to be to amusement. It's going to be to play, to have fun. It's a great way to distract ourselves from all those illusions of time that will change in an event. So it's about playing and enjoying ourselves, to move into this sphere where we become available for playful interactions. Our strength within the situation is the earthbound. It is the universe. It is being able to live in this new earth that is appearing, this fifth dimensional, this really to live in a parallel dimension, almost to move into this parallel dimension where all things are already in alignment. As we see this God self within, we can recognize it all in all things, and to see that there is this all surface things that is being worked out. What comes to us from the outside world is the way through. It is the hermit. It is the key to the key that opens the door. And so it's about it's about this light that is coming to us, that is guiding us always, that as a mirror from what is going on from within. The hermit is also maybe somebody that's coming out of that we do not know, that is coming out of this of a certain retirement, in order to come into the world, in order to bring this balanced energy. What we see on the inner emotion, our hopes and fear, is soma. It is the phallic mushroom. It is the moon. So it means we have to be very discriminating. Some people in our environment may not be all that well equipped. So we want to be open and receptive, but we have to know that some people are going through heavy dramas, and so we cannot be very clear in relationship. It's very much still a period of testing, and to understand it is just passing through emotionally. So it's not to hold on to anything, to just to live as gracefully as possible. The outcome will be a great deal of responsibility, abundance, power, great ideas. It is the hot seat, the seat of the emperor. So there's going to be a great deal of empowerment that will be coming as a result of that process. Well, I hope this resonated with you. It is we do want to have some sort of discrimination in relationship to the world around us. Sometimes it's better to be silent than to try to force people to even share. We want to know what to share, to calibrate, but some people are not willing to hear, and if you give them too much information, they will use it against you. So it's about calibrating when to feel what people are ready to hear. Sometimes we need to push a little bit the border. For the problem cannot be solved with the energy that used to create it. Einstein used to say that as well, but it's a very old saying. Whatever created the problem is not the same mind that will be able to solve it. We have to come out of the box in order to see directly the solution. For the next level, we'll feel very good. There's going to be a liberation, a relaxation, but only for those who have been doing this inner clearing. For those who have not wanting to address that, they're gonna be pushed to stress. So do not. There is all those mini dramas that will be experienced of the people around us. So just do not get involved. Just remain calm and centered. It's far better than to be drawn to other people's experience. We continue to pray. Praying is very powerful. We pray and we meditate. If we're always asking questions, we never take the time to receive the answer. So if we ask for certain things, we have to wait for those things to manifest. So it's about praying and then meditating, getting in a receptive mode to receive the answer. When we ask for something, we want to move into a feeling good space that will release resistance, so those things can flow into our life. But we want to pray through the heart, not necessarily through the mind. For the heart it is really what we need to clear. I'm going to do a little exercise meditation and pull a few more cards. Just to put it is once again, it is not fortune telling that I'm doing here. It's just a mirror reflection from the higher self. For the highest wisdom is not for you. All those things that are denied are not for you at this time. So it's about accepting and allowing that those things will come, or better things will come in their due time. What we need to understand is in between worlds. So there is not really much clarity that can be really revealed at this time, for we are between two worlds. It's like between two chairs. It may be uncomfortable because we do not have full clarity in relationship to to what is going on really. So it's about being patient, and it's like a buffer zone. So it's like this fourth dimension waiting to merge into this fifth dimension, and we have already let go of the third, so we cannot go back to this third. Sometimes we do go back, but what we need to do is understanding the orphan, is finding our own place in the world. It's this isolation we have created, this self-isolation, yet love is always there. We're just missing it sometimes, and we're feeling disconnected from love. So it is good to seek out recomfort from the people that we feel this connection when we can. And the outcome is faithful heart. It is finding this true connection, this love, this to be truthful, to be faithful, to be loyal, to be truthful to your friends, to your value, to your lovers, to be to know that you can rely on them and they can rely on you. So it is a process. We're going through this 2020 is a challenging time for everyone. So this meditation is a very simple meditation that the Archangel Michael was offering us. So it's something that we should do every night before we go to sleep, in order to purify, not to take with us all kinds of garbage, cosmic debris from the day to the next. And so we get into meditation, we breathe in, we imagine a white light that comes from Creator, from the corner of the room. It goes through our feet and traverses our whole body, goes through our crown, returns to the Creator, then it comes back. We'll do that a few times. Visualize this light going to the Creator, white, silver, or golden ray, or pink ray, or whatever light feels comfortable, a blue ray with this white light that comes with it, and we see that traversing our body, making it feel relaxed. As we imagine our ego, think that our ego will not participate in this experience. We can visualize it as a form in our left shoulder. It will only be the spectator in the process. And then we move into the space of meditation inside our heart, and the heart, we go into our heart, a sacred heart. We see a golden door where there is our highest guidance within. Open, we go through the door, we emerge in this white marble corridor where there is a mirror, and from there the door is closed, and so we are inside this marble corridor, and there is no one that is of inferior energy that can penetrate this place. It's only for higher guides to be there, and angels. So we can look at ourselves in this little mirror. We see our face reflected in this mirror, and then our angels guide us to a very far away door and along the corridors. And then on the right there is this door that says 2222, and there is this pink heart that is there. We open it, we move into this pink room, and it's like a pink room that is a very soft pink. The only thing that we see in the room is a brown couch, leather couch with some place to put our feet, so we sit down very comfortably. We're there, and then an angel comes in with a very special mirror, and he shows us. You can put your arms on your solar plexus, and you see this mirror is mirroring you all what is going on within your heart, and you see that within your heart there is all kinds of cords that are going to all over the place, and there's all kinds of cosmic debris and all kinds of things. So the angel gives you these very special scissors, and you cut the cords one after the other, front, back, everywhere, and then as you cut them, they disappear. They vanished, and then all the cosmic debris that are still there the angels take it and put it in a bucket, and then they magically make it vanish. And then all of a sudden you can see in the mirror that all your heart space is being so pure, so clear. There is nothing, no more cords. And you see another one, and so you see, I forgot this one, clack, and those will disconnect some people, creating cords with you that are negative, not voluntarily, just from subconscious level. And so this is clear, and then you find this great peace, and so you're very grateful to the angels to have shown you that, and you want to return there. You're understanding your support team is always available 24/7. You go back to this marble corridor and explore all the many doors, but this one door you want to go every day to clear up everything that's happening in your heart, so your heart is clear every night before you go to sleep, and you can wake up with a lighter effect. So you get up from the seat, you exit the rooms, you close the door, you go back to the crystal, the white marble corridors. You look at yourself in the mirror. You are already more shining. Your face that reflects in the mirror is always clearer. Then you exit the marble corridor. You exit this door from the heart. You go back into your heart, and then you come back into your physical body. And you thank the angels and your guides for this process, but remember to return there when possible. And so I hope this will work for you. For we do want to clear the heart. Is such an important heart. The heart center is such an important vortex. It is really the key to. So we do not want to have it cluttered with anything but loving and powerful, peaceful energy. And so we will continue to work on those things. I'm going to sing a song that went through my mind, just to finish with a little music. I sang it before, but it's a spiritual song about somebody who's visited by an angel. It's called Angel. Angel came down from heaven yesterday. She stayed with me just long enough to rescue me. And she tells me a story yesterday about the love between the moon and a deep blue sea. And she spread a wing eye over me, and she say, I shall return tomorrow. And I say, fly on, my sweet angel, fly on through the sky. Fly on, my sweet angel, tomorrow I will feel you by my side. And sure enough, this morning comes to me, silver wind silhouette against the glow of a child's sunrise. And as the bluebird and sparrows envy me, she say, I love you, little boy, and today you shall fly. She kissed me once, and the feeling so good, she made me cry. And now we fly together. And I say, fly on, my sweet angel, fly on through the sky. Fly on, my sweet angel, together we shall always be alive. Let's write songs from Jimi Hendrix. For I feel like there's such a breakthrough, amazing breakthrough that I write about right around the corner. So we do want to release the resistance in receiving our goods, receiving our blessings, receiving all those good things that is our given. And the card of the day is phobies. It's about addressing, understanding the fear. When fear comes up, they're here to be released. And so it is just a matter of not trying to avoid the fear, to push it down through all kinds of familiar. We have all kinds of ways to avoid the fear that we've learned in the past. So we want to let go of that, and then we'll find it's a card that represents Asia. It is about the Buddha. Buddha is completely free and clear of all fear, and he's moved beyond the astral plane into the realm of samadhi, the realm of nirvana. And for that we need to understand that all the essence of who we are, this sexual energy, this willpower, the body of desires, all those things, they all are getting integrated. And so I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.